All right, so we're talking family
Yeah.
All right.
today. I'm going to ask you guys a question. I get to go first. I'm
Okay.
really excited.
You get to go.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay. With you expecting your first child soon,
Yeah.
what are you most looking forward to about baby number one?
Dude, there's so much.
Yeah.
I feel like for me, he's I think we're the first ones in our family's generation, or in my family's generation, like to have a boy
First.
Okay.
or a baby in general.
Yeah.
So this is like the first for the family.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's a first for, like, he's the first one born in America.
Oh, wow.
Like, there's so many firsts that are happening here,
Yeah.
and I'm like, okay, let's. I don't know. I think for me, what I'm really excited for is just to be a dad. I think since I was a kid, I don't know why, I just was like, I can't wait to have a kid. I can't wait to have a kid. Even before us, I was like, I saw myself being a father
Yeah.
before being a husband.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because I was
He talked
rejected a
about
lot.
kids
I
before.
don't know.
He literally was talking about kids with me before he talked about marrying me, and I was like, something's not
So,
in
yeah.
order
I
here.
had to work through stuff, you know. We're good now. But yeah, I don't know. I'm really excited to be a father and to model, like my dad did it well, but to model what it looks like to be a godly man.
Yeah.
And I think that's just, at first we thought we were having a girl. And so I was, we're cool. I'm going to be a girl dad. Let's do this. But then when we found out at the gender reveal, like, oh, you're having a baby boy,
Shocked.
the weight of like, I need to raise a man. Like, there's just,
Yeah.
it was not
It's different.
Yeah, it's different. So I think, yeah, that's for me, that's where my brain went to. It's like, oh, no, like, you're raising a little man.
Yeah.
There's more responsibility. There's more weight. Everything that you do, he's gonna look at and be like, I want to be like that. It's like, no, don't do that.
Don't do that.
I say, no, I do.
Yeah. So it just kind of put a different perspective in my mind.
Yeah. For me, I'm excited to be a boy mom, honestly. I feel like I'm getting good reviews across the board. Everyone's like, yeah, boys are really good for first. Everyone's going to say the same thing about a girl, too. But I am really excited. I think just like the playfulness of having a boy,
Yeah.
I'm really excited for that part. But also, I feel like, not to get super deep super fast, but I didn't have like a super great example of a dad growing up. So like I think watching Abe become a father is going to be just like super healing. And also just I'm really excited like just to watch the childhood of our baby boy and having a strong father figure in his life. So
Yeah.
I'll probably cry a lot.
Yeah.
Also laugh a lot, but yeah.
It's the best. Yeah. Boys are really fun.
Yeah,
Yes.
see?
They're
Look.
very active.
12 out of 10.
So get your running shoes
Yeah,
and
because
be
fun's a good way to
prepared.
put it.
People keep also telling me this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, they're wild.
Yeah.
Boys are a completely different thing than girls.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What is the one thing you wish you would have known before you had kids?
Ooh, that's a good one.
I have a funny answer. So I didn't know that you would be responsible for feeding someone 3 meals a day
No,
for
real.
the rest of their.
For the rest of their lives.
Every day.
I just fed you, and you're hungry
Yeah.
again.
Oh my
What?
gosh.
So yeah, that's the funny.
She has a hard time remembering to eat herself.
No, that's real.
So
So,
Don't remind you. It's okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
I was going to say, I think we'll be fine.
Snacks in your purse
Oh
all
my
the time.
gosh. Hidden in
Yes.
compartments throughout the house.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's
I
awesome.
think when I thought about having kids, what I didn't realize was that something like what you said earlier, kids are always watching.
Mhm.
They're always
Sponges.
watching. They're always like we're in a conversation in another room.
Oh yeah.
And like our daughter chimes in like mid conversation.
Kind of scary.
And she's like listening to everything.
wait, what?
And I'm like,
Where'd you
get
come
up our
from?
business first. But like also, no, but for real, like they pay attention to everything. So like you're always on.
Yeah.
Like you're always under the microscope. And that's just something that I didn't I think I thought about it as like a parent to like a baby.
Yeah.
Like they don't know what's going on. Like they're not paying attention. They're just happy, we feed them, whatever, they sleep, they're happy.
Yeah.
As they get older, it's like they're always watching you.
Yeah.
Like always studying what
That
you're
sounds
doing.
like the way they're always watching.
Santa Claus.
Or that, yeah.
But it is humbling though at the same time.
No,
because
that's real.
Kids are quick to point out your flaws. Like
honest.
yes, they are so dead honest and like
Remind you what you said.
I mean, it is convicting at some times
Yeah.
because, they'll call you out and they'll be like, that was not cool or whatever. And so the amount of times that we've had to apologize to our kids is insane.
Yeah.
So that is one good thing. Like, just be good at apologizing because you will do it a lot.
Be
with your
quick
kids.
to apologize.
Yes.
Oh, that's good.
Humbling.
Ready to
Yeah.
get humbled. Got it.
Yes.
We were watching, I think in the sprints for the small groups last
Yeah.
weekend, one of the things he was talking about was having healthy conflict in front of your kids. Because I think in movies and shows, all this stuff, hey, like, we're not fighting in front of the kids. No matter what, we're not fighting in front of the kids.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's like, it's important to fight well in
Mm.
front of them
Right.
because arguments happen and like how you deal with it, how apologetic are you in that argument? Because that's just normal.
Yeah.
that's
I think
good.
that just kind of put a perspective in my mind of like, oh, like we're gonna argue, like
Mm-hmm.
you know, that's just it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But how do we do that well in
Well.
front of our children so they can learn conflict resolution?
Yeah.
There's so many layers to it, and I'm
Yeah.
just like,
Right.
this is crazy.
We have so much to learn.
Yeah.
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 It is kind of school for the kids. I think when we were like young parents, we'd close when they're like little. You're closing the door
Yeah.
and having a discussion.
Yeah.
That's what we called it.
Yeah.
You know?
Loud whispers.
Right. Yeah, exactly. But now it's like the door's open.
Yeah.
Like we're in there just like having a conversation. It's not like yelling, but we're
Right.
definitely disagreeing, and they
Yeah.
can hear us disagreeing and like
Yeah.
having a conversation about it
Yeah.
and coming to some sort of like solution together.
Right.
But
That's really
they're
good.
they're realizing like it's possible to like
Yeah.
have a disagreement and to come to some sort of conclusion
Mhm.
and it not being like this horrible situation where you're fighting or yelling at each other or whatever. Like we want them to learn from those things. Like I
Yeah.
said, they're always watching. So,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
really good.
That's good.
So, what are you most nervous about as you become parents?
Ooh. I keep telling Abe, I don't know who she is. And that phrase is like me as a mother. Like, I'm like, I have no idea who I'm going to be as a mom. But it's just because I keep hearing of this concept of like, when you become a mom, like you become this whole other person. And like, it just brings things out of you you didn't know were there. So I think a little bit of like, just how I grew up and like the things that you learn and you don't realize are subconsciously planted in
Right.
you. So
Yeah.
I think that just wanting to replicate health with my kids, I think is a huge one. But then the other thing is just like, I feel like I'm gonna be really fun, and I'm like, there's just parts of me that have never been explored in motherhood.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited about that, but I'm also a little nervous. Like I don't know her yet, so
Yeah.
I think a little bit of that, and then I also think just us relating well to each other. It's a
Yeah.
lot of this sponge conversation, just making sure that we steward the responsibility of like teaching them how to be human.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really well,
Yeah.
which is crazy because I'm like, yeah, they really do hear everything. You see all these videos all the time of like, I said this one thing around my kid,
Yep.
and then the whole rest of the day they were repeating it like over and over again.
Yeah.
So really just wanting to make sure that we're doing a good job with what we're outputting because they're going to pick it all up and replicate it
Yeah.
times 10.
Yeah.
So I think I'm a little nervous about that because it's like the most honest mirror you can look in. Like I feel like they just reflect you back to yourself.
Yeah.
So I think I'm like, what we gonna see? I have no
It's a
idea.
reflection.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I think there's so many serious things that I'm like, oh, this is super nervous about.
Yeah.
One, it just came to my mind, man. I'm nervous about changing diapers, bro.
Oh my gosh.
Because I'm like, I don't know, me and smells aren't really
Oh my goodness.
the best thing.
Mhm.
And so I'm like, okay.
Get you some nose plugs.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm about to be like gloves on, nose clip, like everything.
Oh my
but
goodness.
I'm just like,
You'll get desensitized to it.
It's
hopefully.
different when it's your kid.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what everyone says.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like, all right, we got 3.5 months.
And
Our
some
dog
moments.
smells
I was
something.
gonna say, I heard in the beginning
I
it's
mean,
a little rough.
babies
There's
are gross, but
there's an adjustment period.
Like, there's a whole slew of like diapers when it comes to parenting.
Yeah.
There's different types.
Different types.
Yes.
like categories.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm like,
Oh, God.
there's so many different brands.
No, it's
Which
so
one?
gross.
No, that's not what they're talking
Kirkland?
about. They're
Oh.
not talking about diaper.
We're talking about the output.
Oh, the
Yeah,
blowouts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. Actually, I take that back. That's what I'm not scared about changing diapers. It's the blowouts.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
In the
yeah.
car,
Yep.
Yeah.
in the stroller.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm gonna
When you're out
hose
and
this
about,
down.
when you're at the store,
Yeah.
get ready.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like researching methods on how to put the diaper on to avoid blowouts. I'm like,
Like-
you're really anxious about this.
ChatGPT, which diapers are best for this?
They have
Yeah.
not engineered a diaper that can contain a blowout.
Right.
It's
It
gonna,
doesn't
It's
exist.
gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen.
That's why you see parents traveling around with bags full of things. 'cause
Yeah.
They have
They got
like
5
backup
outfits in
on
their
backup
bag.
on
Yeah.
backup.
Outfits, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't get attached to an outfit.
No,
Yeah.
no. But we'll find out.
Is that all you're nervous about?
No, there's so much. There's so much. I'm like, I don't want to think about it.
This is the top, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, number
It's like the surface level stuff. I think, again, I was saying this earlier, just about being a good father,
Yeah.
right? Like, what does it mean to be a good dad? How do I model Christ to him because, you know, we hear this growing up all the time. Like parenthood really gives you that perspective of what it feels like to have a fatherly love, like
Yes.
how God loves his children. Like you finally get to have a glimpse of that.
Glimpse, yeah.
And it's just like, oh, like your heart is now walking on 2 little feet,
Yeah.
you know, and they're like, you can't be there all the time for it.
Right.
And so I think just how do I make sure I'm raising them right, treating them right,
Yeah.
but also allowing them to the freedom to fall.
Mm.
You know, like where's that balance? So
Right.
there's just like that nuances of that.
That's really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
That's good. I had a mentor that said he raises his kids to be adults, not to be children.
Mm.
So like the way they were raising their kids and the way they were talking to their kids was for their kids to be functional adults,
Yeah.
Yeah.
not to be just good kids.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, that's so good.
That
That was
is
right when we
so
were having
good.
kids. But I think there's like different seasons for parenthood, right? So like when your little one is little, so like your son being little, like he's gonna be all about you.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
All about mom.
Yes.
And it's amazing. Like as a dad, you just get to like jump in and have fun and wrestle with them
Yeah.
and all that. But we've noticed we're in a new kind of season of our life with our oldest. He's 14,
Mm-hmm.
and like he's all about me.
Yeah.
Like it's like a different phase where he's like
Yep.
not as concerned with mom, although he loves mom,
Mm-hmm.
but he's like watching me all the time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like I'll constantly be doing something. I'll look over and he's just kind of like,
He's
just
trying
like
to
staring
learn.
at me. Yeah, he's just like staring at me, analyzing like what I'm doing because he's trying to figure out who he's gonna be as a man.
Yeah.
So he's like analyzing and looking at it and be like, is that who I'm gonna be, or is that who I want to be?
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
as a man.
Yeah.
So like we're in this crazy phase, which I love because I'm just like more coaching him,
Yeah.
and it's less about like do this, do that. Although we still have to do some of those things.
Yeah.
But overall, it's kind of like I'm just trying to show you and guide you on what it looks like to be a man,
Yeah.
especially a
Yeah.
man of God.
So, Chad, to you as a
Oh, boy.
father and a husband,
Yeah.
Oh.
how can I lead and pastor my family well in this new season?
Ooh.
So that's a weighty one, man.
Heavy one.
Save the best for last.
That's a big question.
Servanthood.
Mm.
Serve.
Yeah.
Serve. Serve your family, serve your wife, serve your marriage, serve your house. I think that's the greatest example you can be to your family is just a servant. You get married, you realize this as you're like when you're single
Yeah.
and then you start dating, you have to give things up, right? You start
Yeah.
making sacrifices. Then you get married and y'all know you make tons of sacrifices.
Mhm.
Now you can't have these friendships or this time or time to go do this because you're dedicated to each other.
Yeah.
And then when you start having kids, it's even a further level of this sacrifice, right? So now you're sacrificing time with doing extracurricular activities or stuff that you love doing because your family's first. Your kids, you have to be there for your kids, right? So I think it's a continuation of all those things, but ultimately what it is like the perspective of serving your family and making sure that they have everything that they need to have and that they're cared for, that they're protected, that they're loved, all those things. So I would say if you keep taking a servant's heart approach to everything,
Yeah.
then it'll always work out. Same thing for marriage. You know,
Yeah.
you're trying to outserve the other person.
Yeah.
If you keep that
really
perspective,
good.
feel like it's going to keep working.
Yeah.
And for kids, it's going to be the same thing. Like
Yeah.
you keep serving them. Now there are boundaries where it's like kids will keep taking
Yes.
to the nth
Yes.
degree. Like
Oh,
there's no end of them taking
Right.
Yeah.
because it's just they all they know is what they know.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And as parents, you want to give and give and give and give when they're little, but then
Yeah.
they start developing this this
Entitlement,
idea
yes.
that like it's all about them.
Yeah.
So now we have this like balancing side for me and
Yeah.
Lori where it's like we have sacred time for us.
Mm.
So like we have sacred time on every Friday when we're off and the kids are in school. Like that's
Love
our
that.
time to go do like day dates together.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But the kids see like at night when it's like time for them to go to bed, it's
Mm-hmm.
not just because we want them to get some sleep, but we do. But it's also like we want our time.
Right.
Like, that is our
That's really
time to spend
Right.
time together.
That's good.
So like we put these boundaries in so they understand. And I've told them, I'm like, it's not all about you.
Yeah.
Like your mom comes first.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
this
that's
is
so
first,
good. That's
and
really
then you guys come after that.
Yeah.
And like that might sound cruel if you kind of hear it out of context. But if you
Yeah.
understand like the relationship and like hierarchy, it is important to keep those things
Yeah.
like in line.
Right.
Yeah.
And like as the husband and as the father, you are the thermostat
Mhm.
for everything in your
Yeah.
home. So whether that's the spiritual thermostat
Yep.
or the peace thermostat or the love thermostat or whatever, the fun thermostat, like all those things, like you are that person.
Mm.
Unfairly,
Yeah.
you are all those things, but
Yeah.
ultimately that is what it is. And yet you have to just reconcile that in your heart and mind and know that you're the person that's got to serve and
Yep.
be that person to line everything up and lead your family well.
Yeah.
That's how God designed it.
Awesome.
I felt like they gave you that question before we.
No, you definitely
we
saw
said
that.
that. Oh, man,
You
no.
definitely saw it in a
That was a really great answer. I was like, Need a pen and pencil. Hey, what are we doing?
We have a million questions too, so definitely never gonna run out.
We'll keep it going off camera.
Yeah. Sounds-